What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Cjthecheesedj here, and we are back with another Warhammer video for you guys today. And once again, it's a big boy battle. We are playing as the Tomb Kings versus the Lizardmen, and you can currently see here our army is pretty much gone for the ranged sort of build today. So we've got some Ushtapis in the front, as well as the Regiment of Renown, the Blessed Legion of Paketh for the skeleton archers. We also have the Chosen of the Gods and another group of Ushtapis with great bows. Then our front line is pretty much going to be Tomb Guards and Skeleton Spearmen. So you can see here we've got more Spearmen and another two groups of Tomb Guards. Mainly just going to be protecting our archers, pretty much our ranged units, because they will be dealing most of the damage. You can already see here to the Pahak Sentinels, we've already done a huge amount of damage to them, even with them taking the Shield of Chaqua and the Revivification Crystal. We're still doing quite a bit of damage to them. Now, we've also got Cetra, the Imperishable, on its Sphinx. You can see there, armored, piercing, and anti-infantry. So that's going to be really detrimental to getting through all the infantry. And then we have a Necrotect, which is going to be pretty much dealing with the infantry. Now, we also have two groups of Carrion in the skies just to deal with the Air Force that they have brought. And our opponent has the Pahak Sentinels, which are anti-large, I believe. No, Death from Above. And the Pterodon Riders, which have the Fire Leech Bowlers. Now, he's also got Saurius Warriors with shields, Temple Guards, some Carmelian Skinks with poison attacks. That'll be really good, as well as the Legion of Chaqua, is another Regiment of Renown, and they are a group of spears. And he's got a Skink Chief as well as Krokgar on his Carnosaur, looking absolutely terrifying, blinged out in all his metal. He's also got an Ancient Sally, as well as another group of Saurus Spears and a Bastiladon with the Revivification Crystal. So this is pretty much going to try and keep all his units topped up. Got a lot of health. So without further ado, let's get into the battle. So you can see here we've moved our Carrion up to try to deal with the Fire Leech Bowlers. We're also moving this other group of Carrion up to deal with the Pahak Sentinels. Wasn't really expecting them to come out on top. I was just kind of getting them away from the main fight. But you can see here our Ushtapis are dealing quite a lot of damage to the Bastiladon. Like you can see here, look at the damage coming in from it. This guy is just getting taken out. Look at that. We wanted to take this big boy out because he's pretty much going to be reviving, or well, not reviving, but restoring the health of the units. And you can see there, one more volley is pretty much going to be enough to take him out if we can get it off. The Ancient Sally popped off onto our Tomb Guard, dealing quite a bit of damage. We just really wanted to get the Bastiladon out, but is he going to get taken out? There we go, and he gets taken out, but you can see Krokgar has made it into our front line. We've decided to move the Spearmen in to sort of intercept him because they've got the anti-large. They will deal some damage to him, and the Tomb Guard are taking quite a bit of damage from the Ancient Sally as well. Because of that fire damage, that will be dealing quite a lot of damage to all our units. You can see there, look at that. Look at the blast zone it's just left. So the Pahak Sentinels did manage to kill our Carrion. You can see our other Carrion group over there are taking damage, and they are coming in to try and deal with Cetra. Cetra's over here dealing with all the infantry as well, and we've just got the Skeleton Spearmen and our archers popping off. We decided to move this other group of Spearmen on to Krokgar, and we also decided to start targeting him with our Ushtapis. And these guys, they're just dealing so much damage. You can see there, we've given them an incantation of Righteous Smiting, which gives them armor-piercing missile damage, as well as 40% extra missile damage. And you can see like that, Krokgar has been terrified off. We are going to kill him though, because what better way to strike fear into your opponent than by killing their leader. You can see here, we've moved all our Ushtapis onto finishing him off. He's only on 494 health. One more volley and he should be dead. Let's just watch his health slowly diminish. Boom, look at that. He's almost dead, but you can see here Cetra is in a bit of damage, in a bit of a dangerous zone. We've got the Pahak Sentinels sitting above us, so they are going to be dealing some damage to Cetra. And as well as that, the Legion of Chaqua are going to be dealing quite a bit of damage. Now, we have sort of zoned out to the Ancient Sally by using our Ushtapis to try and target him. We're like, you know what, he's terror-rooted, let's not worry about Krokgar. Let's deal with this Ancient Sally because he is demolishing our front line. Now, my opponent had the Fire Leech Bowlers targeting the Tomb Guard down here, but you can see here we've got the Elixir of Might on them, so we weren't too worried about them. They would survive, and they're just going to come in and try and deal with the Carmelian Skinks. And our Skeleton Spearmen are taking a bit of damage, but they've got shields, so they can kind of deal with that ranged attack. But they are still getting picked off slowly. Cetra's coming in at the back here, trying to deal with the Saurus Spears. We popped off a Sand Vortex. Look at that go into the Carmelian Skinks. Did quite a bit of damage, and it is going to connect a little bit with the Saurus Spears, I think. Nope, it's just going to kind of fizzle out. Oh, here we go. Is it going to connect? Let's just... There we go. Let's watch them all get sucked up. And there we go. It connects, mowing through the Saurus Spears. Look at that. Look at the flaming, sandy skulls of death coming in. The Park Sentinels are still floating above, dealing damage, but Cetra, with that Vortex, just manages to shred through the rest of those spears. And these guys are starting to terror out because they've got no leader. He's kind of run off the field. I think we sent some Tomb Guards after him to make sure he didn't come back, but he was already fear-rooted. And boom! Just like that, these guys have been taken out. We did get pretty lucky with this one. We managed to take out Kroq-Gar pretty fast, and he did avoid Cetra because he would have shredded through Cetra if he did manage to get his hands on him. So luckily for us, Cetra was just, we just moved Cetra out of the way, trying to deal with his infantry. Along with our Necrotech, we did manage to deal quite a bit of damage, but hands down, our MVPs this match were the Ushtapis and the Blessed Legion of Peketh. So look at that, they're still unloading onto these guys, dealing damage. Look at that, it's just, Ushtapis are absolutely insane when you target the right things with them. So guys, that's going to be all she wrote for the Lizardmen. You can see here, look, our Ushtapis only got, you know, that many kills, but they were targeting the big priorities. The Pahak Sentinels, Kroq-Gar, the Ancient Sally. Look at the kills on the Ancient Sally. If we hadn't taken that thing out, it would have shredded through the rest of our infantry. Like, these guys pretty much suffered major damage from the Ancient Sally. So, luckily we managed to take the Ancient Sally out and the Bastiladon, and it pretty much guaranteed our victory from there. So guys, thanks very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe down below for more. But other than that, I will catch you in the next one.